while America was busy voting, India was sort of counting its notes. That's because the Prime Minister, in a sudden move, took out two high denomination notes, a 500 rupee note and a 1,000 rupee note, out of circulation. The move put forward by the government, or the explanation put forward by the government, was this is to suck out the black money, this is to reduce corruption. Black money has been one of the campaign promises that the Prime Minister gave.
OK, question for you. Which is the most used note?
I would presume 100 and 500.
Right. So 1,000 is not a huge note. What do you buy with 1,000?
Well, people, there would be many in India who could.
No, what would you use the 1,000 note for? I mean, what, pay for a meal? Would it buy you a meal? Would it buy you? Would it buy you a sweater? Or would it buy you a pair of jeans? What would a 1,000 note buy you?
Yeah, it would buy you a meal. It would buy you groceries for, let's say, 2 days.
Right. So this is the crucial part about it. It makes no sense. It not only. It's not a huge amount of money, the 500 or the 1,000. It's not like it was the 5,000 euro note or whatever. So you're talking about a higher denomination note that is going to be replaced by a 500 and a 2,000.
True.
So the idea of corruption just doesn't hold water. Why is the first lot anti-corruption and the second lot not anti-corruption?
Yeah, but if you take out this entire money from the system, if you suck it out from the system, where, I mean, India's black money economy would go into several thousand crores. If you suck it out of the system, doesn't that sort of momentarily help you clean up the system before the next round of currencies could be? No. It might suspend it. It might suspend the corruption because it's not available through the 500 and the 1,000. But all that happens is the 500 and the 2,000 come in and it all comes back in again. But there's an even more serious point, because there's a counterfeiting argument that you do occasionally change your currency for counterfeiting arguments. But the more serious point is you don't do this sort of thing without warning. You do not. This was a sudden move.
You do not frighten the public with their money in their pockets. And we have a history of this. If you look at how long it took before they redesigned the $20 bill, it was about 5 years. If you look at how long it was before the Bank of England introduced the plastic power notes, it was several years. Because people have a right to know what's happening with their money.
But if the argument is that you're doing it for a purpose to clean out the system, then if you were to inform...
No, because the existing notes are still valid.
Yes.
So tell me why. So tell me what does it do?
So it does that. If I just have a limited amount of money, let's say I have about 2,000 rupees, I would still be okay about going to the bank and depositing it. It would be in my bank. But if I'm someone who's got sort of mattresses stacked with lots of black money, then I'm going to have it tough to go to the bank and deposit all of this to make it white.
In which case, if you are that person and the money's legitimate, then you've just been screwed by the government.
But if you are a person where the money is illegitimate and...
then you are frightening a large number of people to try and solve that problem. And you've really got to ask yourself, are the vast numbers of people in India that have got large amounts of these 1,000 rupee notes under the bed that you're aiming for, and is it really worth, or was there a better or different way to do it? Because as I understand it, you can still take all this money for the next few months.
Yes, right up until December.
Right up until... So it's still valid. So all they've successfully managed to do is panic everybody.
Fair enough. Richard Kress, we'll have to leave it there, but thanks very much.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome. I mean, look, how does one sum up a night like last night? You don't. You simply say, the people have spoken.
Fair enough. So let's move on. The people have spoken. Thanks very much, Richard.